Yeah, this is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Let's go.
Hi, everybody. On the show today, we caught up with brand new politician Sam Lim. He has quite the work history.
You sound lovely. You really did.
Yeah, we talk to people about the interesting things they do in their sleep, which isn't sleeping. And I cannot believe that someone goes to the kitchen.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Never saw that coming.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
only at Nana's house.
Oh, only at Nana's house.
What else? We talk about lotto. Mate, this gets full on.
Pretty heated. And Sunrise weatherman Sam Mack joins us.
This is Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
All right, well, a friend has just walked in. The one and only Sunrise weatherman Sam Mack is in town.
And thank you guys for allowing me back in. It's
I
been
know.
so long. You haven't been returning my calls. I've been trying to please, do you know someone who knows someone to let us back into WA?
Yeah.
But finally, it's happened.
But you were saying to me as soon as you spent 5 minutes here, you went, "Oh, this is overrated."
Yeah, I feel like we've done it. Yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed, has it? I mean, you guys are still on breakfast.
I
know.
Oh, we laugh about
Don't
that
worry.
too.
Yeah, we know.
We're like the pinnacles.
In the meantime, miracles have happened over east. You got a girlfriend and now you're expecting a
that's
baby.
full
What
on.
the hell is going on there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we know essentially what's going on.
I had a busy lockdown. It's exciting.
Congratulations on impregnating someone. How was that?
Thank you. It's always been a dream of mine.
It took a while to figure out how exactly to do it.
Oh, there's some great YouTube tututorials.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link.
That's what we
Maybe
call
I
it.
won't.
It won't be for me.
I've been trying to send some to Nathan for years. Now, Sam, you've been bloody busy. We're just saying, obviously, you come over here, which is great news for us and showing off some of our great towns. But
Yeah.
tell us about where you've been around the world so far this year.
Sure. In the last 5 or 6 weeks, we've done Canada, we've done Qatar, we've done 4 days in Singapore, and now that was just our warm up. That was the entree. Now we're going to Bustleton.
Yeah.
Margaret River.
yes.
That's
Yes.
the main course.
Yes, the amuse bouche before. That's interesting. So I've been to the Galleria. I've been to Inaloo.
You went to
I've
Inaloo, yeah.
Been to Osborne Park.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
I have, of course, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what though? WA Tourism didn't push that as the number one venue to
Osborne
go to.
Park.
Interesting.
That's weird. Do
Yeah.
they know they've got the cinemas there?
Yeah. Heaps of car yards.
I'll remind them. I'll remind them.
They know they've got the cinemas there. Have you been to the new Karen Up shopping centre?
No, but we were just talking about it with Taryn, and she was saying that they've built a whole new ring around it, and it's like
Dude.
outdoor dining, al fresco.
Yeah.
as you
Yes,
call it.
al fresco.
Yeah.
Mate, it is flash
It's
as.
fancy.
You've
So
gotta
that's
go
what
back.
I missed.
also,
So
when you
during
go
the
there-
pandemic, I've been away, and now I come back, and Karen Up has a
Yes.
ring of steel.
There's al fresco.
Yeah.
Now, you've done radio like we have, and when they throw out an idea of perhaps something we can do, we sort of have a say in it, usually.
Yeah.
Are you like a war correspondent? Are you just sent to places and you don't get a say? Do you get a say?
Oh, well, I wanted to go to Osborne Park,
And they said categorically no.
but they
Just
chose
down
Margaret
from,
River.
Just down from the cinemas,
They're
actually.
like, oh, Margaret River. So,
Yeah.
look, I do get a little bit of a say, but on a trip like this, definitely WA Tourism have ideas on
Yes.
we got to show people over east and, we're
Yeah.
going to remind them of all these amazing things you can come and do in WA. So, obviously, we're happy to be a part of that. So, yes, we do have a say, but not the final say.
Can you tell me about the worst morning of weathermanning that you did? For us, one of the worst things that we've done was, remember, and it wasn't the event, it was the temperature. When we were above that, we were at
Yes,
the
at the
Aloft.
Loft Hotel.
Great hotel. Really
Fantastic
great hotel.
And we're out on the terrace area, and we were told to dress warm, and Sean and I just didn't really grasp that
Yeah.
concept. We were we were shivering so much.
It's the coldest I've
It's the
ever,
coldest
ever
I've
been.
ever been.
If the weatherman
Really?
can't anticipate the cold, then there's something wrong
So
with
that's
isn't there?
true.
So, yeah.
And it was actually a painful morning. It hurt the entire morning. So have you experienced something like that?
Oh, yeah, regularly. I mean, look, we're often in very, very cold spots like that. And sometimes I'm so caught up in, my big social media following that I forget to check the weather.
Sure,
150,000.
Yeah, thank you.
Which is a little...
Which shocks a lot
problematic.
of people that I forget to check the weather. And so I've had principals from schools come down with jackets for me because they've seen
Yes.
me on TV in the Blue Mountains. They're like, mate, I just felt like you needed a jacket. Here you go. I'm standing there in a linen shirt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that happens. One morning, I mean, we do everything and anything in this job, like you guys, but one morning, and you give everything a go. One morning we were at a dog grooming facility where two dogs started having sex live on the air in the background, but I couldn't see it. So I'm just talking to the camera because I can't see it, and I can hear Koshy losing it. Like he's laughing. They're all doubled over. I don't know what they're laughing at. And then they go, Sam, turn around. And I turn around and I see Red Rocket and I see...
Live sex show.
Yeah, live sex show.
Santa's little helper.
So that was confronting.
I've had many rabbits have sex on top of me.
Oh, really?
Yes, as I lay in a hammock.
Okay.
We filmed it as well.
Yeah.
Is this an OnlyFans?
No, this wasn't for the show.
You can subscribe.
Yeah.
I thought we were just sharing stories.
I mean, we are.
Yeah, that's right.
We had to do a morning of archery, which, no offense to people who are into archery, but it's just not my thing. Yeah. And I, to try to jazz it up, this is when I just started on Sunrise, I said, well, why don't I put a photo of my opposition TV weatherman, Stevie
Great.
Jacobs, on the middle of the target? And then I got in a lot of trouble for mentioning the opposition on air. Yeah. So it was
They
my
don't
first couple
exist.
of weeks, they're like, don't mention the opposition, do not mention.
Yeah.
Why would you give him a free kick? I'm like, it's not a free kick, I want to hit him with an arrow.
It's not a free kick. They're watching us.
That's exactly.
Yeah, and where is he now? No, he's a great guy.
Yeah, that's right. Sam,
Yeah, I bought a big issue off.
how does it work when you're doing the weather from here this time of year? The sun doesn't come up till 7 o'clock here, which is
yeah.
9 o'clock on the East Coast. So
Yeah.
essentially, you're doing all your weather crosses in the dark.
Yeah, that's
saying,
right.
come and visit this marvellous place. And it's
Do you know how hard it is to say to a guest, can you meet us there at 4:30 a.m.?
Yeah.
It's
Tough
really
gig.
hard. So the short answer is a little bit of TV magic.
right.
So we will do
live.
the show for the East live,
Yep.
and then we'll do specific segments just for WA in the light. So I do the show twice. No wonder I'm a little bit insane.
Do you, so what time do you stay on?
Imagine them telling us we're doing this show twice.
No.
Oh, mate.
No,
in
no,
a
thank
million
you.
years.
There'd be some
Once
hissy
is
fits
worse
would be an
enough.
understatement.
You'd need a lot of rabbits for that show.
Do you stay on East Coast time? And when you're travelling around, how do you work it out?
Yeah, I try to stay on East Coast time, but then sometimes the kitchens don't open for dinner until certain time
Yeah.
slots. So it's very tricky, my life. You wouldn't understand the intricacies involved with getting a good meal.
And people would laugh if you were trying to tell them how hard things have been. I've
Yes.
just travelled over.
Just
to
watching
Canada.
you, like,
mate,
swan
I'm
around
exhausted.
Qatar and Canada.
get real.
Oh, I got to go to Singapore next week. Oh, it sucks. Yeah, very true. So I'm not complaining. Like, I love it. It's I'm very lucky.
Have you finished your renovations, or is the house still a building site?
Oh, it's 85% there.
Oh, no
We've
wonder
still
you
got-
never go home. You
Yeah.
don't want to be home for that.
yeah. I think anyone who's renovated, you get to the end of the project and there's always some disagreements
Yes.
where the builder feels like it's completed and you feel like it's not, but the builder
Because
still
you
wants
thought
the
there
full
would be
price.
a roof.
You
Yeah.
thought you'd have rails on your stairs, but look, am I venting now? No, so we're going to sort that out. Do you know any good lawyers?
Things are going really well, aren't they?
They are.
Well, have such a good time down south.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you,
and
team.
cool.
Good to
And
see you
Swan Valley.
again.
Yeah, thank you.
We're glad we opened the borders again
I
to you.
appreciate it. Yeah, and I can't believe we used to be rivals, and now
I know.
look at us sitting
Don't
around
bring it up.
having-
Don't bring it up. Don't give him a free kick.
Stevie Jacobs, we love you.
That's mine.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Nothing beats a cozy winter getaway.
Or escaping to a tropical paradise.
Whatif.com helps you make up for getaways you've missed.
Plan and book everything travel all in one place. Jump online or on the What If app. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
So we all want to win a lotto, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, so you know the chick that won half the 80 million?
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so she won that, Sean, half the 80 million. She lives in St Albans in Melbourne.
Yeah.
She's going to look after her family.
Yeah, I saw that.
Very excited. That was
It's a great
brought to her
story.
as a gift. Someone gifted her
Yeah.
that ticket. So
How's that person feeling?
what do you do?
You got to give them some coin because you've won a truckload. This happens,
Yeah.
Christmas and birthdays. I definitely get one from my in-laws all the time.
And what, is there a deal? Is
yeah,
there an
what's
No, there's no
expectation?
deal, but I would have thought that
You
if
do
want-
deals with everybody, so
Yeah, I
why
do.
wouldn't you do a deal with the person that gave it to you?
No, I don't have that. I've never had that conversation with them.
I don't know,
I would
guys.
just buy them something.
I don't
What?
know. Yeah, what?
So, okay.
$40 million, right? Someone has... So I have bought you...
Yeah.
This lotto ticket. This is why I don't give lotto tickets out for
No.
presents, just in case the person I love wins.
Just
and it could have been mine.
Just the
Imagine
fact that-
ever having have held it.
yes,
and then
it's been in your hand, and you gave, and often when you do that, you've bought more than
I'm
one
sorry.
ticket, and you keep one for yourself and one for them, and it's like,
I cannot.
why didn't I do it?
My
with
dad
why didn't
now.
I- oh.
My dad now. If he buys someone a lotto ticket, he registers with his lotto app because that means that they can't claim it. He has to.
Oh,
I know. How dodgy is he? It's so funny. Because of this situation. So I've bought you the lotto ticket. You've won $40 million. What am I
I would
getting?
have to give you at least $4 million, but I'd think I don't know. Would you deserve more?
Well, I don't know. This is where we are. I would be happy
I think
with
4 million is a good.
I would be very happy with 4
Yeah.
million, but yet would be enraged with your 36.
Yes. I know people that
what you're
reckon
saying.
it's half, and I think that seems a lot to me.
I don't think it's half, Nat. But
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it's.
isn't
I know people that's
Isn't
their
it
family
half-half?
agreement where they say if any win at all, you split it with the person that gave it to you
Sean,
50-50.
I don't know. I think it could be half because you didn't pay for it.
Oh, I get it.
But this is why you don't do it.
But also, if it wins nothing, they've given you a piece of paper.
Yeah, I know.
And you go, well-
I know, but there's also come in a card that's about $5. Always look at the price of the card. That's the thing. If someone's giving you a lotto ticket, look at the price of the card that it comes in. You can really tell how much they love you from that. You can, because if they love you, if it is getting a lotto ticket, I think the card should be over $6.
All right, Megan.
There, I've
Do
said
not
it.
look at your Mother's Day card.
Amy, I just want to ask you,
At the back.
do you have it? Come over here. Amy, do you have it or not?
I think you do.
Okay.
I think I'm on the half team.
Katie?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Are you saying that as the person that gave it or the person that received
You're only
it?
saying it for the person who received it.
It's so true. I was actually just thinking, so if you won 40 million, maybe give the person 10 million. I think that's a healthy amount. But that's coming
Yeah,
from...
no, okay. So I would be, you giving me 10 million?
Yep.
I'd be like, okay, no worries.
All right.
I'd want 20.
Well, let's shake on 10 if I win 40.
I'm never splitting anything with you.
Oh, no, I'm never going to buy you a ticket. You can't even buy yourself
My
a ticket.
hand couldn't get further away from you.
It's not an agreement.
I make that agreement. If I make 40 and one of you buys me the ticket, of course you will, then I'll give you 10.
This is why I don't buy people tickets
Done.
for Lotto. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's never going to
So
happen.
you're never
with
gonna
me.
have to get into
anyway,
that
so
situation.
that there, I need a follow up. I need a
know.
follow up report on
Yeah,
this
no doubt,
situation.
no doubt.
Because you can't just buy them a bottle of champagne
No,
and a
what
thank
are
you
you
card,
doing?
can you?
Oh my god,
Like, what if-
a gift basket.
Yeah.
Better have a car in it.
I reckon there would have been heaps of people who've been gifted something that has won them, whether it was a ticket in a raffle or whatever, and received just a thanks, mate. That was great.
Oh yeah, but say if you bought me a ticket in a meat raffle, you're not going
Give
to
you some
expect me to give you
sausages.
6 meatballs.
I'll give you 2 because that's the only 2 things.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
So after the recent election, there are 2 politicians that Australia are really talking about. Number one would be the Prime Minister, Albo. The other one is Perth's own Sam Lim. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sean. Good morning.
I'm Nathan, but that's okay.
Hi, Sam. This is your Sean part. This is the
Welcome,
Natalie part.
Sam. It's good to have you. Congratulations. That was a solid win because you beat out Ben Morton, who'd been,
Yeah. An incumbent.
Yeah, an incumbent. Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sam,
Now I'm exhausted.
are you?
I bet.
Tell us how it's been over the leading up to the election on the weekend. I mean, you would have been out there just burning the candle, I would
solid
imagine.
6-week campaign.
No, campaign more than that. I've been door knocking non-stop for many months. Averagely, we door knock about 6 hours a day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you were
we-
literally going around and talking to every constituent that you could.
I try my best every day, rain or shine.
So, Sam, generally, when you're knocking on people's doors and you have a peek in their house, are they clean? Are people's houses clean or are some a bit dirty?
Depends on the suburbs.
In your opinion, what's the dirtiest suburb?
In your electorate. Yeah.
This is going to be a great start for a political campaign.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you now.
Good, that's the right answer, Sam.
Sam, are people happy to see you? Because I'd imagine, you're knocking around,
Yes.
going in suburbs. People are like, mate, I don't want to hear.
I'm
it.
not interested,
I'm not
yeah.
interested. Yeah.
Many, far too many.
Yeah.
But then I realized that initially I wasn't wearing my red T-shirt, so people thought I'm just a salesman.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they chased me away, and they thought I'm to sell them something.
Let the dogs out. Let the dogs out after you.
And later on, I realized that, hey, I better change my uniform.
Yes.
So I wear my own T-shirt with the Sam Lim and a big Labor logo. And then they look at me, oh, you are Sam Lim.
Yeah.
And then conversation can be more interesting.
Yeah. Well, whatever you said worked.
I tell you what's
Yeah.
very interesting about you, and that is your resume.
Yes.
You have had some very different jobs. Usually on people's resumes, their jobs correlate to each other.
Yes, it's an obvious stepping
Yes.
stone one to another.
Yours don't. So take us back to the beginning. Can you go through each career that you've had?
Sure. I was born in 1961 in Malaysia, and in a very poor family. So, but my main aim was to serve and protect the community. So after finish my MCE, I applied for police job.
Yep.
And I quite enjoy a police job in Malaysia.
Yep.
But the income was too small. It's only 275 ringgit a month.
Oh.
Wow.
Equivalent to about $80, $90 a month.
Wow.
So you can't survive.
No.
So I struggled for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And I decided to look into paper to look for jobs, which job can pay me more money,
Yeah.
And I found that second job as a dolphin trainer. I was quite excited.
Well, it goes hand in hand, obviously, with
Yes.
being a policeman. It's the natural step.
Yeah.
So I went, I applied, and I got a job.
Did you need any skills to be a dolphin trainer? What, or did they teach you on the job?
You got to have first thing a bronze medallion, and I do have the bronze medallion.
Yeah.
And then you got to know how to dive, how to live in the water,
Yeah.
because the dolphin want to play with you,
Yes.
and you got to be quite fit. And I think I'm quite fit at that time, not now anymore. And I got in here. It's so good. I really love it. That was my second job.
Oh.
How long did you do it for?
That was from 1981 to almost 1985.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
fantastic.
Oh, nice. What a great
maybe
experience.
Yeah, but the experience, a beautiful memory, I have to stop because the safari park got liquidated by the bank and closed shop. So, but it's good in a way that we got to send dolphin back to their nature home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. And now you work with politicians, so there's a whole lot of other blowholes.
It's more sharks
Not
now.
really. No. I disagree with that one.
Yes.
I disagree. I'm so glad I joined Labor family.
Yeah.
I would say I can win this Tangney is because I joined Labor Party, and the whole of Tangney, all the MLA, the MLC, all of them, all the brother and sister, they help me left, right, and center.
That is
so
lovely.
without them, I will not win this election that easy. So I think everyone say about politicians are ugly, backstabbing, all that. I don't see it in my red uniform here. Everyone looking after me from day one. Everyone.
You're adorable, Sam. That's why.
I want to give you a
You're
cuddle.
adorable.
Wouldn't it be great if your electorate had a dolphin problem and you're like, I have the skills?
Well, you've got a bit of the Swan River there, so there would be some dolphins technically.
Oh, yes. I was keep looking, where all my friends are.
That's right.
Go
You can
down to
call them
Annandale, mate.
you.
You'll see a couple.
Yeah.
That's not too far.
That's
Sam,
great.
I
did.
just a quick one.
I did so many days, so many times I went there. I keep looking, where are all
You
my
haven't
friends?
seen them. They're there.
No.
Oh, that's just so
So
great.
sad.
Oh, Sam, I was just going to ask you quickly, being a police officer back in Malaysia, same situations here faced now in Australian police and probably WA police, where they don't get paid too much and people are leaving hand over fist all the time. Is that an area you would look at to try to have an influence?
There is no way you can compare the pay of Malaysia police with WA police. WA police pay is really very good compared with Malaysia police. But maybe because in Western world, our expenditure, living standards are so high.
Yeah, that's true.
So, of course, the more pay is better for our police brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And I hope, if possible, whatever I can help, I want to reach out to help as well.
Good on you,
They
buddy.
are all my brothers and sisters in blues.
Well, if we ever
Yes.
need to arrest a dolphin, we know
That's
who
right.
to call.
You are. You have some very specialist skills. We wish you well as you tackle Canberra. Thank you so much for talking to us,
Good
Sam.
luck, Sam.
You're a joy.
Have a good day, all of you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Sam. Everybody, we just spoke to Sam Lim there,
Yeah.
who was a former police officer, then dolphin trainer, and now a politician.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun.
We just spoke to the delightful Sam Lim, the new member for Tangney, who won a seat in the federal election last weekend. But he used to be a policeman and a dolphin trainer.
That's right.
At the same time for a while.
Now a politician, and Australia is actually obsessed with him. There's been so many stories about him nationally. So it brought to us to discuss about people's resumes when there's no correlation really, and they're just all over the shop.
Like chiropractor to radio announcer.
Yeah, well,
that's a bit random.
That is very random.
Radio announcer.
Lucy's in Baldivis. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Hi, Luce.
Hi, Luce. Okay. Talk us through your CV.
So I come from a corporate banking background. I started in banking at 17 and sort of worked my way up and did that for over 10 years. And then to do OnlyFans full-time.
How exciting.
God, Lucy.
All right, Lucy, tell me all of it. Right.
Maybe not all of it.
No. OnlyFans, usually people think it's just like, like filthy like photos and all that sort of stuff and, you're doing dirty things, but it can be, a little bit above the board. Where are we on the level, on the gauge, Lucy?
Well, I'm single, so a lot of it's just me in my bedroom doing my thing.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's filthy at all. Like a lot of it, it's pretty arty and nudie and there's definitely an art to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Lucy, when you're taking the first step, how difficult a decision was that for you?
I was in a position where I was a single mum, and I was on a good week at the bank, but I just didn't have the time, and I was like, this sucks. Like, I want to be able to be there for the kids.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Set your own hours, as it were.
Yeah. And I had a friend that did it, and I just thought, I was like, you know what? Stuff it. Like, no one's coming to save me.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give this a go. And that was almost 3 years ago.
I'm all about this because really you're creating a business around yourself and you're in control of what content you put on there and stuff like that.
And financially rewarding for you?
Well, I've just bought a house.
Yeah, so better than the bank.
My name.
Yes.
I never would have been able to do that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It gets such a bad rap, but I'm like, this is awesome. Like, my kids go to the best schools, and if they're sick, I just take the day off. Or if they've got an appointment, I take them.
So it gives you that flexibility and freedom.
Can I ask, was it a conversation with your family when you were doing it, after you were doing it? How do they view it? Because it still has a bit of a stigma attached.
Yeah, it definitely does. So I definitely don't think it's what they would have chosen for me, but they've come to terms with it, especially now they can see the benefits for both the kids and I, and they can see how happy we are. I feel like I'm in my prime right now, and it's because I have that flexibility.
Do they describe you as an internet entrepreneur?
I'm not sure what they say. I asked my mum the other day, actually. I was like, what do you say?
Yeah, when your friends say...
You know what they say? My daughter's a homeowner. That's what they say.
She's like, no one asked about you. I was like,
no one asked about you.
And Luce, are you open with people when they ask you, what do you do for a gig?
Yeah, I didn't used to be. I used to sort of say, I work in media.
Yes.
But it's important to me. I feel like the more it's spoken about,
to destigmatise.
Exactly. And I don't look like an adult star. I look like your normal mum. People are you sure you do that? Like, do people actually paying?
How many subscribers do you have, Lucy?
Almost 4,000 at the moment.
Amazing, mate. Well done. All right.
Well, all right. That's a diverse. That's what we're talking about. Diverse CVs. Linda, hello.
Hello, love you guys.
Oh, Linda, thank you.
Good start, Linda.
I'm your only fan, Linda. I'm sure you've got many.
Talk us through your work history.
My daughter.
Yes.
We call her Amazing Amy. She's only 26, so she used to work in a wildlife park. Then she was an animal photographer.
Yes.
Then she was a barmaid.
Yes.
And then, wait for it, a mermaid.
A mermaid?
A fairy.
A fairy.
A child swimming teacher.
Yes.
And now she's training to be a dog trainer. And she's 26.
She has covered off a fair bit.
Never a dull moment with Amy.
There's not a day off with Amy.
Now, when she was a mermaid, do you fear for her safety because of the shark situation? What was the most worrying for you?
When she was training to be a mermaid, I came home and she had weighted, don't do this, children, she had weighted a rope round her body in our outdoor swimming pool with weights on her body, practising her breathing.
What a thing to come home to, Linda.
That's amazing, Linda.
I know, especially when I'm a nurse and I understand the danger.
Yes.
Linda, are you very proud of her?
Very proud of her. She is amazing Amy.
You know what? Amazing Amy, who's not frightened to do anything.
And has done it all, as it turns out. Amazing.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Linda.
You're listening to Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
We spoke to Sam Lim, the new member for Tangney, but he also has a very diverse CV, including Malaysian policeman.
Yes.
And dolphin trainer.
And
which
he's been a
is just so
businessman
great.
as well. We'd absolutely love this.
a
Elle's
joy.
in Greenfield. Hi, Elle.
Hi guys, how are you going?
Great,
Good,
Elle.
Elle.
We're talking about super diverse CVs. What have you got for us?
So I started as a surf coach for a few years.
Yep.
Then I became a bar manager, went to uni for 6 years
Yep.
and got my Bachelor of Psych. And then decided I wanted to do something different. And now I'm doing an apprenticeship in painting and decorating.
Wait, you did a
You went from a
6-year
psychol-
degree and you're not working in that field?
Yep. I decided I wanted something different. It wasn't for me.
Oh, my God,
Could you
Elle,
not have
then
figured that out
painting
after
decorating.
first year?
So wait there, having done that degree, has that helped you in your current job as a painter at all?
Not really. It's a bit useless, actually. My degree is just sitting on the wall now.
God, we just,
Wow.
I can't hear any more of these people's problems, so I'm out of here.
Because I'm always wondering, right, like with a degree, right? So you've got that degree, you've got that education under your belt. Does that seep in through life? Like, so you might not use it to make money, but like, do you use it in interpersonal relationships, with your family, amongst friends?
Yeah, with psychology, definitely, because it helps you to read people and
Yes.
know situations, that sort of stuff. So I was quite lucky with that one, but I think with some other degrees, it might be a bit harder to apply it to
Have you used your skills to
life.
talk people out of a bad colour choice?
Yeah, sometimes I have actually.
Or to talk them into paying
It's come
more.
handy.
Like, I know this is the most expensive
Yeah.
quote, but I think you've been hurt by as a child. And I think it stems from your mother. And
It's time for you to value yourself.
your relationship with your mother, it really says your relationship with money. And I think you should spend more.
Oh, thanks, Elle.
That is unique.
Gemma's in Ellenbrook. Hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
All right.
Hey.
All right, Gemma.
Talk us through your work history, Gem.
All right, there's a bit of a list. So I started working in a pharmacy. Then I had my own gardening business. I worked in a supermarket. I actually did some merchandising. I forgot about that one. I became a remedial massage therapist.
Yes.
Had my own business with that.
Yep.
I've worked for an optical glasses wholesaler.
Yep.
And I have become a meter reader, and that's the only job that I've stepped up in and progressed in.
You're a meter reader. At the moment, that's what you're doing, Gem?
No, I started as a meter reader doing the walk readings. Then they stepped me up to the drive readings. Then I became what was known as the North the River Elf. So that was someone who goes around and fixes all the problems north the river.
Yes.
And now I'm the induction and training officer for the meter readers.
Sorry, did I hear that right? The North River Elf.
Yeah, we had a North the River Elf and South the River Elf.
Does ELF stand for something, or you've got pointy ears and you make toys at Christmas?
Everyone else does it, and I'm like, no, it's because we're magical. But the South the River Elf did like to give us little pointy ears for the Christmas do.
Okay.
You were known as the North of the River Elf.
That's a
Is that
whole
on
lot
your
of stuff
business
going on
card?
there.
That's amazing.
You know, when I had that role and I was with my partner, anytime we met someone new, he used to like saying, Jem, tell them what your job is. It was his favourite thing, so I could say, I'm the North the River Elf.
I'm the North of the River Elf. And they go, oh, okay.
Okay. I know you from my shelf.
Yeah, I think I know your cousin, the Goblin from the Hills.
Thanks, Gemma.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
We'd like to welcome back to the show Katie.
Hello.
She's a big part of it at the moment,
She's
isn't she?
amazing, really leaving a mark before she flies off. So, Katie, your friend has got a sleeping app.
Yes, she does. So I was talking to her the other day and she was saying how she has always grown up as a mad sleep talker and started off as a sleepwalker as well when she was little. But now she doesn't do that as an adult, but she still sleep talks a lot. So she's got an app that basically records any movement and any noise during the night. So it captures everything that she says or sometimes sings during the night.
I'm all about this because I would be so excited to go to sleep next to, well, anyone.
But that's it. That's the end of the statement.
It's good to hear the dream's still alive.
But to have the added bonus of perhaps a nice mini performance throughout the night,
right.
I'd be sitting there with popcorn just
musical
waiting
theatre.
to hear what's about to happen.
At what point, though, does it get a bit like, oh, you need to go to bed, and you're just hearing this person putting on a performance?
It's fun at first, and then it's like, oh, shut up, I need to sleep.
Now, it's interesting we've brought up the word performance because that's how it started. Are we going to name her?
Yeah, her name is Hannah.
Hannah.
Oh, yeah,
Hi, Hannah.
She's very
Morning.
proud.
Yeah.
So she used to be in high school musicals and things like that. So she's big time into musicals. And so that's how it just first started. She sent me something because she sang in her sleep. But basically, it starts off singing, and then I've just cut everything together of the different little bits that she says.
Okay, everyone, are you ready for a journey? This is Hannah while she's sleeping.
Hello everyone, hello beautifuls. Lily, I don't think I'm cool at all, so I don't think I'm above anything like that. Hello everyone. Hello. So nice. This other day it was pink. How nice. I thought it'd be really nice. Black one. But that'd be nice, very nice.
So she goes shopping.
mind.
What is she doing?
So I think she's done a performance and then she's gone out to meet her fans.
Yes, that's the hello.
That's what I think.
Yeah, she's a bit flirty in her sleep. Yeah.
I was wondering if she was a school teacher. She's not a school teacher, is she?
She's not. She's a physio and about to be a doctor.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. But I think that she performed in a musical because she's got the history of that, and then she's walked out into her adoring fans, and she's
hello.
But the pink one and the black one.
I think
that sounds like she's buying shoes.
I think it might be a dress, maybe, or she might be talking about the costume she wore on stage.
Possibly, yes.
Perhaps. Who knows?
Anyway, I'm all about that. That is just an exciting situation, and it brings us to ask the question: what strange things do you or your partner do in your sleep? All right. Imagine every night being a mystery of what you're going to receive.
Oh.
Bit of a journey.
Oh, it'd be so exciting.
Megan has a sleep app too. She puts it on, but mainly for a snoring situation. But the only thing that happened in our...
Don't know your wife is a snorer.
It's normally recording me most of the time.
Right.
But we've had a scenario, and it wasn't the partner. It was Lachlan when he was born. He used to be a mad sleepwalker. So when we went on holiday,
when he was
we had to
born,
lock everything. Sorry, yeah, when he was in the early ages. One time we're down south. He just walked out of this hotel room we're staying in, and none of us really blinked an eye. We were thinking, that can't be right.
We had a girl that worked here many years ago, and she sleepwalked, and she ended up getting out of her bed. She slept with no top on either. So she got out of her bed.
She's in her knickers.
She was in a front property. There was people living in the back property behind her. She's walked into their place, and then she's tried to pull the covers off this couple, and they've woken up to her topless, pulling the covers off her, and then they've said, Rachel. And then they said, Rachel, come here, and they put her on the lounge, and they put a rug over her, and she's woken up the next day in a stranger's house.
She heard
with
their
no top
baby
on.
crying, and she went, that baby's louder than usual. And then she looked around and went, oh, God, I'm in their house topless.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Technology is a marvellous thing. Now it enables you to record what you do in your sleep.
Yeah.
And that can be quite revealing sometimes.
Yes. Like Katie's friend, Hannah, who is a sleep talker. Well, sleep singer.
Hello everyone, hello beautifuls.
And carry a tune too, even in her sleep. We want to know what you get up to in your sleep, or perhaps it's somebody that you sleep next to. Carolee.
Hey, how you going?
Are we saying your name right?
Yeah, Carolee, like the tavern.
Yeah,
Carolee.
Like the tavern.
Like the tavern. You've had to say that before. Carolee, what happens when someone's sleeping?
I peel potatoes.
You what?
Peels potatoes.
Yeah, I don't remember doing it. I just wake up in the morning with a potato and the peeler in my bed with me. So I only do it while I'm at my nana's house as well, which is really random.
So you get up, you go into your nana's kitchen, you find a potato and the potato peeler, take it back to bed and peel it.
No, well, Nan reckons she gets up because she hears me going through her drawer, and I'm like yell at her saying, "Just get me the potato peeler. I want to peel the potatoes."
Yeah, we need to make some chips.
Okay,
urgently.
so then say the next night at your nana's, if you were to take this same potato to bed, do you think you'll wake up the next day and it'll be mashed? Do you think
I love mashed potatoes.
I know. Do you think that you're slowly going through the process of Mashing a potato, Sean?
I think it might have something to do with when I was younger, my nan, and I'd swear my nan would tell me that she'd peel my tongue with a potato peeler.
Right.
Maybe it's got something to do with that. I don't know.
Did you have like a potty mouth as a little kid, did you?
What were you saying to your nana?
That is really
So
weird.
how much of a monster is your
Can
nana?
I just say, no, back in the day, our grandparents were more brutal, and I respect that. My
never threatened that.
No, because I used to love Spam, right? So the canned meat. I used to love it. And then my granddad, just for no reason at all, decided to tell me, because he knew my favourite animal was monkeys, and he just decided to tell me that Spam is minced monkey. And then I cried my eyes
That's how
out, and
monkeypox started.
Then started realising how many monkeys I'd eaten, and then I never ate Spam again. And he did that out of just pure pleasure.
Yeah.
For himself.
And your point is...
No, I'm saying grandparents back then are hardcore and brilliant.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Carolee. Ryan's in Clarkson. Hello.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, good,
Great,
Ryan.
Ryan. Okay. Talk to us about what goes on while you're sleeping.
It's actually my brother. Rest his soul. He's not with us anymore, but he... And this one's for you, Shawnee Mac, because you'll love this one. So we're sitting on the couch. It was 2001. He was 8, so it was peak Ashes and domination of the Aussies, right? So we're sitting there watching, and then all of a sudden the door handle starts turning on the living room door. And me, Mum and Dad all look at each other and go, who the hell's that? Elliot comes out. My brother Hayden comes out.
Yeah.
And eyes wide open,
Yeah.
bright red, so he hasn't had a very good sleep. Well, he doesn't think he has.
Yeah.
Rolling his arm over
Yeah.
as if he's Jason Gillespie tearing in from the members' end at Lord's, right? Now, we all think, okay, he's obviously sleepwalking. He gets in front of the TV, and then Dad goes, mate, what's going on? He stops, turns, looks at Dad, and gives him a huzzah!
A full
And then goes back to bed.
And then puts himself back to bed.
Did he? That's great. Right, I remember that so often because I was going to footy training in the morning. My brother, who was living with me, and another housemate, Dan, they used to be up to all hours of the morning going absolutely
Watching the
ballistic,
Ashes, yeah.
screaming, watching that every single night. It was amazing. That
And then goes back to bed.
That's super cute.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We're talking about things that happen while you're sleeping.
Yeah, sleep talking, sleep walking, sleep potato peeling, sleep bowling.
happen
So
to anyone.
far, Andrew's in Mount Helena. Hey, Andrew.
How you going, guys?
Good, buddy.
What happened?
Oh, back when I was first out of work, I was a furniture removalist. Now, we used to have the government contract, so we packed all houses, and I did like a 90-hour week, so I was absolutely exhausted. And my ex-missus woke me up and said, what are you doing? And I'm like, what do you mean? And I proceeded to strip the bed and pack it inside the bedside cabinet, getting ready to move for the morning.
So what if no one disturbed you and the next morning your house is packed up?
Wake up in the morning and it'll be out on the driveway ready to get loaded in the truck.
I mean, that's devastating. That
you should be working.
Yeah, you're working 90-hour weeks
Yeah.
and then you're still working in your sleep.
Imagine
That
us
sucks.
going home and doing a show.
I know, it'd
At
be
night,
the
an
worst.
entire shift. You'd be like, are you kidding me?
Oh, thanks, Andrew. We'll move on to Florence in Tapping. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Florence. Do you sleep next to somebody that has a bit of a sleep
I do.
activity issue? Yeah, what happens?
So this happens every month, just randomly, and sometimes it's when we're camping and people are around, and my partner will all of a sudden just start howling like a wolf, going,
Now,
Of course it's every month. You know that.
Yeah, at the full moon, I
Full
take
moon.
it.
So what do you do?
Is your partner a werewolf?
I jump out of bed because all of a sudden I'm woken up, but then he starts punching and kicking like he's possessed, and I'm at the end of the bed hiding, like thinking he's going to attack me. I have to shake him to wake him up.
Imagine going to bed every night with the safety of your partner and throughout the night not knowing if you're going to survive.
Well, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's once a month. It's the end of the month, in the moon.
Yeah, full moon.
You go,
Yeah.
I'll sleep in the spare room tonight.
You know, your instincts are wrong, though, Florence. What you need to do is when he starts doing it is jump up and start filming him. That's what you need to do.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, sure, you're worried for your life, but also film it.
What was the movie with Michael J. Fox?
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Dude.
I mean, this...
It's in the sin
Right,
bin for having to ask.
I know, that's
Yeah, how dare you? Thanks, Florence. Great stories, everybody.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.